Hey guys.
So we thought maybe we'll see if this works. I'm going to show Anne-Kathrin a virtual online game that you can play with your friends. Now, this game is meant to be played by, I think, by at least 4 players. So you could have like 2-person teams. But just for the sake of like showing people how to play, we can just do like the 2 of us on one team, and I'll explain it hopefully as we go along. It's called Codenames, like the game is called Codenames, but the way that you access it online apparently is HSP.com. And the /HSP is our specific game. So like when you make a game, I wonder if I can move my face over here. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Okay. So when you make a game, like if you go to horsepace.com, it'll prompt you to like create your own like extension URL, if that makes sense. So the /HSP is something that I typed in so that we could be on the same game. Yeah. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So for the sake of like showing you guys, we're sharing the screen so you can see the board game, but then we've also both, you don't have to do it this way, but we're on our phones so that we can like control the game without changing what you see essentially. So what the game is there's a grid of all these words, right? So they're all gray from this view. And in my view, because I'm what you call the spy master or the code master, whatever, I'm the one who can see which of these tiles are blue, which of them are red, and which of them are grayed out. So if they're blue, they're the blue team's cards. If they're red, they're the red team's cards. And if they're grayed out, they're just no one's cards, basically. And there's one card that's if you do guess it, is like a landmine card that'll just end the game.
Okay.
And so the point of the game, so let's say how many, so we'll be the blue team, let's just say for the sake of practicing the game. So my job is the spy master, code master, whatever. And there's actually a real board game of this too called Codenames that you can buy too. But anyway, this is the online version. So the point of the game is that I want to get Anne-Kathrin to guess the cards on the board based off of one word clue that I give her, basically. So, oh, you know what we could do? Maybe this, so I'll just show everyone, we'll do a new board for the actual game, but just to show everyone what the heck I'm saying. So this is my view that I see on my phone right now. See how you can see the colors now? So like ice cream is the landmine card. All the red cards are the red team's cards, and all the blue cards are the blue team's cards. So like if Anne-Kathrin and I were playing together on a team against 2 other friends, we would be the blue team, and I would be trying to get her to guess shop, pitch, flute, night, lab, cricket, like all of the blue words. And the red team would be trying to get their partner to guess the red words. So the game, like you win the game by having your partner guess all the correct words like first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And the way that you give clues is it has to be one word unless it's a proper noun. So like, let's use Harry Potter, for example. So I could say, if I wanted to say wizard as my one word clue, then that's fine because it's one word, but I could also say Harry Potter because it's like a proper noun. It's a movie title or a location or a book name or whatever, song title, that type of thing. And then the way that you like give the clue is, let's think of one that's actually on here. So like pitch and flute are both like musical things, right? So I could give you the clue that's like music is the word, and then I would say 2 because there's 2 cards I'm trying to get you to guess.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess it's a little bit more complicated, but as you move further into the game, like if for some reason Anne-Kathrin decided to guess one of these but didn't know what that second one was, she could pass. And then she could also, like if a couple turns have gone by and she knows there's a clue that she had passed earlier, she can take an extra one on the turn. So like if I gave you another 2 card clue and you got those 2 right, you could also guess a third one from the previous clue. I know that's a lot of like, but just to give all the rules. Yeah. But it'll make sense as we start playing.
Okay, so if I, for example, click pitch.
Yeah, see how it turned blue?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and create a new.
A new link.
Or I'll just do HSFT is our new. So we're just going to ignore like one half of the game basically, and we're just going to play like it's just the two of us trying to earn points together.
Yeah.
We'll do the red team. So whoever starts has an extra card. That's why there's different numbers at the top. See, it says 9 and 8.
Okay.
So we're going to play as the red team. So we have more cards basically. Okay, so I'm going to think of a clue, and anyone watching can try to think as well what the word is. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna do international is the clue, and 2 is the number of cards I'm trying to get you to find.
International. Let me see. Okay. Can I just then click on the screen, right? If I.
Whenever you're ready to submit, because it'll just go immediately into.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Is it right?
They turned red. They turned red, which means that they were correctly our cards. The other part of the game is you have to keep a really good like poker face, because let's say for some reason that those like one of those wasn't actually the card I had intended for you to click. I can't like tell you that. I can't go like, oh good, you got both cards, because in theory, like you could have randomly guessed a red card even though it wasn't pertaining to the clue I just gave you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna keep it as red's turn. Because if you were playing against people, you would like hit end red turn, and then the blue team would play.
Okay, yeah.
And then if you guess, like let's say you had just clicked a blue or a gray card, then the turn would just end.
Okay.
So let me think of another clue for you.
Because it's only one person who can think of a clue then, right?
Right, so like you can play, like let's say you had 6 people on one team and 6 people on another team. You could have like 2 people be the spymaster together, sharing a clue for one, for 4 people or whatever.
Yeah.
But because like if you're playing traditionally like 2 people and 2 people, then like one person's the spymaster and one person's the one guessing the card.
One guessing, yeah.
It's fun, but it's hard sometimes because not all the time do you get cards that like make sense together. So you have to get really creative on how you connect the word. This is so hard. And I also have to make sure that whatever clue I give you doesn't accidentally lead you to that landmine card.
Yeah, and you're only allowed to use one word, right?
Right, unless it's a proper noun.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is not good. This is like I cannot. Usually it doesn't take me like terribly long. I mean, I can come up with clues for one card. It's just the more cards you can connect together in one clue, the better, because that's the more chance you have of like winning faster.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is okay. This might not be the best clue, but we'll see what happens. All right. Chopper 2.
Chopper 2.
I also hope this like doesn't mean something different in Europe.
Okay. Let me see.
And you can also like, if you want, you can talk out loud, like think out loud.
Chopper 2. Well, I'm thinking of 2 things. Either it is a helicopter brand or it's a log because you chop. I don't know.
Well, I gave you 2 cards, like 2 cards that go with that clue.
Oh wait, then I'm going to select both. Probably it's wrong. I wasn't sure of that one.
Yeah!
Was it right?
Well, so I can't technically tell you that, but you got 2 red cards.
Oh my god, it's a surprise.
Awesome. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, this is a tricky one, but I think I'll do it. Hold on. Let me just check all the cards. Okay. This is okay. Geometry 3.
Yeah. It's 1 card, right?
3. So when I said 3, that means 3 cards. So geometry is the. Oh, that's a really good guess though. Duh. So that's the other thing that's hard is like you have to find a clue that works really well for your cards, but that also deters them from clicking the other cards. It's like such an interesting mind game. But because we're not playing with the blue team, you can just keep guessing if
Okay.
you want.
No. Oh my god.
So I actually think there you go. I actually think it's helpful to like think out loud, like talk through your
Yeah.
even though it's hard for me because I can't like give you an indication of what you're thinking is correct, you know?
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah.
Okay, so if you want, you could try to guess the third one, or I can give you another clue and you
The
can like
third
come
one.
back.
Oh wait, yeah, I only had two, right? So I had the high and center. Let me take the last one. Well, that must be scale.
Yay! Okay.
I'm curious.
So then we have two left. I'm just confirming something on the internet. But this doesn't help me. Oh, I feel like there's a really good word to use to connect these two words. But I can't think of what it will be. Okay, this is not a good, I don't think this is, oh no, I can't. I just realized that it would connect to the bad word. Oh shoot, how am I gonna do this now?
It's so tough.
Well, I'll just do it because if you end up clicking it, then at least everyone will get to see like what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just say, so I can say Snow White because it's a proper noun, and then 2. This is not a very good clue.
The white princess and the queen. No.
I mean, that's why I said like there are a couple other words that would be good for this clue that are not. Yeah, see, I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know. I was trying to connect hood. Hood's the other one, and princess. Obviously, that wasn't like. I was like, there's got to be a Disney princess that wears a hood, and I was picturing Snow White for some reason.
Yeah, it's Little Red Riding Hood. What's your
But I couldn't say like, you know, I'd have to say like Little Red Riding. I'd have to say like Riding Hood, or I also was thinking Robin Hood, but then I was trying to connect it to princess. So anyway, so now you see how the game works.
But I love it. Yeah. So if you're bored at home and you want to play a fun game, this is it. Play it online with all your friends and yeah, stay safe at home.
Why don't we switch and you can do the spymaster. Okay.
And we are ready.
So now
or blue.
Yeah, so you can pick if you want. Like if just because for the sake of the fact that it's like your first time ever playing, you can pick if you want blue or red, depending on what the cards are.
Okay, we are blue. And I can pick as many cards that I want to connect as possible, right?
Right. But then also be aware of like where the blue cards are and which one is the black card that you don't want me to click. Because in like a real game, if you click the black card, the whole game ends. And whoever has the most points at that point like would win. So
I just have to check the cards. Okay. The first clue is food 2.
Okay, so I'm thinking carrot and honey. So what I like to do is kind of scan the board and like maybe like say out loud what my first impression is. But then I like to go through each card sometimes in my head and be like say the clue word with the word on the board to make sure. Because sometimes you think like, oh, that would never make sense with this card, but then you read it out loud and you're like, oh, duh, that does connect, you know? Okay, so food. I'm just gonna scan here. I'm gonna go with carrot. We are blue, correct?
Yeah, we are blue. We are blue.
Okay. And honey. Woohoo!
Okay, next clue. Okay, let me see. That's a difficult one though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fiction 2.
Fiction. Oh God. Oh no, give me so many of these. Oh, well, I don't know if like Shakespeare is considered fiction because he just like he made up stories. I don't know that they were always like true stories, but I'm also thinking spy, like a spy novel or something, and also thinking witch because I feel like I mean, you know, people out there could argue whether or not that's a real thing. But okay, I don't know. I'm gonna go with witch because that just feels like makes sense. Cool. I mean, but spy is also like a real thing. Oh, plot. Plot looks like. Anne-Kathrin, there's too many. Okay. Actually, so I'll show you a good example of, so because I'm not quite sure which one I want to click, I'm just gonna pass. So like in a game with like both sides, then it would just go to the other team, and then once it came back to me, I could then use like my extra guess at the end of that turn to go back and guess my other fiction clue.
Yeah.
So as of now, I'll pause there and I won't guess it just because I don't want to risk like clicking a red or a gray card.
Okay.
So you can give me another clue, and then if I feel more confident after like other cards have been clicked, then I can do my extra card. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh my God. I think I have a really good clue.
And you can also use like for this. So because I just passed, you could also use the same cards again in a different clue. Does that make sense?
Sorry, can you say
Like
that?
Yeah. So because I just passed that
Yeah.
on that last clue, you could in theory use that card in another group with a different clue.
Oh
if
yeah.
you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I had a really good clue, but I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you should do it.
Yeah, I think it's not logical enough. In my head, it's logical, but sometimes I can
That's
try.
why it's fun to play with people
Okay.
you know pretty well, because
Okay.
then you can use like inside jokes and like you know.
No, I'm not gonna do that. It's not clear enough.
Who knows? Maybe we'd be on the same weird wavelength.
Yeah, and it's really hard to connect those that I have. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I think it's fine. Let me see. Yes. Okay, it seems really broad, but if you look at, oh no, wait, I can't do it. No.
And also, like, it's hard because technically you can't preface it with anything either. You can't be like, well, this is a stretch, but because then you're sort of giving more of a clue. You know what I mean? It's so hard.
Okay, I'm going to give a clue now, which is super vague, but I hope you can place it in the map. Legs 2.
Legs, Legs.
Yes, and 2 cards.
I want to say calf and pants. Or dog, but that doesn't make as. Oh, foot. There's also foot. Wait, you said legs plural.
Legs plural. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna click pants because that makes sense. Now I want to say like okay, so the ones I'm looking at that make sense that you could in theory connect, I would say would be like dog, foot because it's on a leg, calf because it's like a muscle on your leg, or even arm because it's like leg, arm. But what I'm probably gonna do, so like if that said feet. Okay, so I have a leg clue floating out there, and I also have a
Legs.
fiction clue. Oh, legs. Legs is a clue. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna click dog.
No.
Okay, I'll go with my gut, which before was calf. Hopefully, actually, no. Foot also makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna pass for now. So but I have these 2 clues that I know, like, still in my mind, so I could guess them on the next turn.
It's getting more and more difficult. Okay, I can also only give a clue for 1 card, right?
Yeah, you can do a 1 card. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention something. You can also do, this is kind of a hard thing to wrap your brain around in the beginning, but you can also do, like, let's say it's towards the end of the game and there's only a few cards left on the board. You're just trying to get them to avoid that black card and like guess anything else, basically. You can say, like, let's say the black card was I, for example.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to click anything but that card. I could say, like, glasses 0.
Yeah.
To get them to be like, oh, I don't want to click anything that has anything to do with glasses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like rarely ever used. It's kind of a strategy I think people use at the very end of the game.
To avoid clicking. Okay.
But yeah, you can. So one card is totally fine.
Okay. Romeo and Juliet. 1.
I don't know if I'll ever figure this one out. See, like that's what the funny thing is that like so Matt and I have played this with his cousins and his cousins like family and whatever. And there were times when it was like a whole table full of adults and one kid, and the kid always got it right. You know why? Because he didn't overthink any of his answers.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, it's that one, you know?
It is that. It's just
And
like,
that's what I said in the beginning. I was like, Shakespeare makes sense. And then I talked myself out of it.
yeah. Okay. Let me see. Sit 1. Are you there? I think the game got stuck. Hello? Okay. I'm recording.
Yay! Well, that was interesting. Ooh, I wonder if I can flip my screen.
Wait, I can do so.
Yeah, I'm using data. So basically what happened is I was sitting here waiting for Anne-Kathrin's clue, and maybe I'll just flip my phone around. So out of my window, there's a tree and some power lines, and I'm just like sitting here, and all of a sudden, you probably could hear it in the video. I was like, oh, that's weird. A branch just fell down.
Yeah.
And then, like, probably a few seconds later, all of the internet just cut out, and I lost connection with everything. So, unfortunately, the game will be ending here.
But you get how it works, right? So that's
wait. So you said what was the last word for legs?
For legs, the last clue was chair.
Oh my god! Wait, that's a good clue. I totally overthink the whole thing. That's hysterical.
Yeah, I was like, okay, a chair is on 4 legs and pants are on legs. So I was like, okay, legs, maybe it's a good one. But then I saw like dog. Yeah, dog also has legs. So I was like, no, it's that too.
Right, and then I went into foot and calf. It just went crazy. So funny. Yeah. Well, anyway, so unfortunately, that's where the game is going to end for now. But we hope you enjoyed playing along with us, and you should share that game with your friends and your family if you're looking for something to do on the internet during this bizarre quarantine time. And now Matt and I have the added challenge fun time of trying to figure out how to solve this now.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what it's like to deal with quarantine without the internet.
No. Oh, that's a good relationship test.
Yeah, and actually our tub drain got clogged because we gave Winter a bath. And so we've been trying to be like our own, set of handyman over here, just like trying to not have anyone need to come inside the house. So we bought a drain snake, trying to be a plumber, and now we're gonna have to figure out how to get the internet back on. But the wire is still intact, but it might be something where we're gonna have to call someone to come fix. So
yeah, I really hope that we can fix somebody. It must probably be after the weekend, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh no! I didn't even realize it's like it's Saturday. Oh so God! Maybe I'll have to
spend the whole weekend talking to each other. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and we hope that you have fun playing the game. And stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Bye bye.
I have no idea which side to hit here.
I can't. My arm is just like chopping off when I do that. Okay. Bye bye. Oh, my mom's texting me. Okay, close that out.